I'm catching up with Nick Paddock representing the Cliffy Miller Yard this morning, and on Tuesday the yard will step out the 6 runners. Starting them off in race 2 will be Master Wizard, and he's making his local and poly debut.
Yeah, nice type of horse. Obviously starting over 2-2 off a break side ideal, but he's fit enough. We've done a hell of a lot of work with him at home. Not the strongest of fields, with all due respect. He's looking for this type of trip, so we might as well jump straight to it. He's a jockey strike with Louis Makoto on, so your bipod plays and that type of thing, throw him into everything. He could be a lurker in that type of field.
Good advice. In race 3 we will see Oyoko. Now she made her local debut last time out and she stayed on well to place.
Yeah, she went quite quick and raced a bit aggressive in the beginning. That's why we've dropped her back in trip. That was in an open maiden with 54. She now carries level weight, which is always something you've got to look at. Again, I give her a fair place chance. She has come on, worked with a bit of it, trying just to relax her and niggle out, take out a few niggles and whatnot. So hoping for the best, and if she can run in the first 4, I'll be happy.
Stepping out in race 4 will be Bretty. Now she has no weight to shoulder.
Yeah, it wasn't the ideal race for her in the beginning. We were a bit under sufferance, but thankfully they've gone up 2.5 kilos, so she's in at the weights. There's no races for the low division 66s now until I think May or April, end of April. So had to take our chances here. She's doing all right at home. We've fixed a few things with her, and she, with no weight on her back, we're hoping she can run a fair race back on poly.
Next up will be Decree in race 5. Now he was a very comfortable maiden winner over Track and Trip in his last, and on Tuesday he'll be having his post-maiden run.
Yeah, shouldn't really be a post-maiden runner. Should have been going for a hat-trick. I don't think he would have been beaten last time out. He ran into the pens and everything just about went wrong. He's doing extremely well at home. I think he's off a fair mark of 75. I think he's up to the task in an 82. He's a really smart horse, and I think he's going to win a few races here in PE. So I expect a nice run, and just hoping for the best out the maidens, but I'd include him in everything.
Hat will run in race 6. Now, Nick, it's a bit of a tough one because he's off a lengthy break, but otherwise this would be the perfect field for him to have a very realistic winning chance.
The right type of field, especially with the weight on his back and Craig Zaki on, that always gives you an extra 2 or 3 lengths. He's doing well. He had a little issue where he hit himself going down to the start in his last race when he got scratched. So went back to the drawing board with him and sorted everything out and found the right race for him, which I thought was this one. He's doing well, so we're hoping for the best. His tongue tie has been fitted. He seems to have improved with it, so hoping for the best. And he's a tough horse. I think he could be the dark horse in a race like this.
And we've saved the best for last. This lovely lady in pick is Vihan's Queen. She'll run in race 7. Now, she stepped out for the yard for the first time in her last start. Nick, you had expected her to need it, and I feel in that respect she actually ran a fair race.
I was over the moon with it. She was, I think, only beaten 6 or 7 lengths in the end. She's a really smart little filly. She'll win a fair share of races here in PE, but this is the right type of race for her condition. She's best in, or second best in. I think Essential's the only other horse that's better weighted than her. She's a big runner here. I think she's a really good place value, and a horse that has to go into your quartets and trifectas, and I think she'll be, even though it's second on after Layoff, I don't think it'll be too much of an issue for her, but watch her in the season, I think.
Well, she certainly likes what Nick is saying about her, and I will say race 7 does look to be a nice competitive race, and she might just be the value for places.